Ciao svima, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stefan. You can find me on Instagram by the name stefanttt, and today I'm going to react to the song that will represent Croatia in Eurovision Song Contest 2023. So if you want to know what I think about this song and the performance and what is my final rating of it, keep on watching. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm always very excited when it's time for Croatia to choose their representative. I have been watching this festival ever since I was a kid, since Dora is, besides Belvizia, the only national selection that I can follow in a language that I can understand. Every year, of course, I have my favorites, and what is interesting, usually my favorites never win. This year was no different because prior to the finals, my favorite was actually Harmoija Disonance with their song Lele Nevera. But since we all witnessed, they had a catastrophic performance of that song and completely ruined every chance to go to Liverpool in May. Such a bummer because I love that song. I was listening to that song for a whole month. But they came completely unprepared, they showed zero effort, and the whole performance looked like a second-rate school play that any child from the first grade to the fourth can easily prepare in one day. I did it. I swear to God, my friends and I prepared a better performance for the school day back in the 5th grade for Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. This was way much better than what they prepared for Dora. Opportunity missed. However, somebody else grabbed the opportunity and they already raised a lot of hype around them. So this year, Croatia will be represented by a very explicit band called Let 3, and they're going to sing the song called Mama Šč. Before I get into the reaction, I need to say that before this win, I never heard about this band, even though my best friend went to few of their performances, and since I want to come prepared, I definitely did some investigation about them. As I saw, they really have a unique style of performing their music, creating art, and they're using this satiric way to talk about the outgoing problems in the world. They have been doing it for 35 years and they actually really have a huge fan base, and my friend also told me that they behave like a little cult around them. We are definitely talking about some unique performers, so without any further ado, let's see what kind of performance they won with in Dora 2023. I need to say that it was really hard to escape the spoilers today, therefore I did see some of the parts of this performance, but the whole thing will be a completely first reaction right here. Let's see. Mama Šč. All right. They have a great formation and the visual in the background is already very good. And a very strong start. Pum, 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 pum. All right. All right. Alright, so I really love the visual in the back. It's very interesting, and as I said, the formation is on point. They're mentioning about how mom bought a tractor. I already saw on the internet, so please, everybody from Serbia, don't think that this has something to do about the war in the 90s. This is actually a reference to Lukashenko getting the tractor to Putin for his 70th birthday. So it has nothing to do with the war that we had. This group actually doesn't have anything nice to say about the war that was going on in Yugoslavia back in the 90s. So they're not for that. Alright, he looks a little bit like Hitler. Alright. Mom kissed the moron. That's what he said. Okay. So it's taking us somewhere, I don't know where. To be quite honest, I don't know where this can take us. Alright. Oh. Alright, this part was something different, and I'm not really sure what I think about it. It's like my ears are ringing right now, so I'm not really sure if that is a good thing. And he said something like, "Mom, I'm going to war." He's saying like, "You little psychopath," probably thinking about Putin. I don't know. Alright, this band, Mama Ljubila Morona. Sure, that's very catchy, it's memorable. This is something that Eurovision public can recognize and, you know, remember when it comes to voting. But is Eurovision public going to vote for a performance like this? I'm not really sure about that. We already saw some similar performances during the years. I think Turkey did some political song. I think that Lithuania also did some political song. You know, this is not the first time we see something like this. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So I actually saw this part with the guy going out to the stage holding the rockets, and honestly, I do not like that. Even though this is a completely anti-war stuff, they're completely against the wars, and you know, they're using this whole thing as a metaphor for disliking the whole thing. But you know, it's very triggering, you know? I do think that camera work works perfectly for them. I saw online that what's written on his head are the mixed letters, and when you put them in the right order, you get Lenin. So again, the reference to Russia, how they are bombing everyone and stuff. Okay. I don't like when that's the theme of the song for Eurovision, to be honest. It's not my cup of tea. I do love the campiness of it all. It's very camp, it's very artistic, and I like that they're expressing their thoughts in that kind of way, but I just don't like the song. Now we have the reveal. You see, alright, he's preparing for the law. Alright. Shh! Okay, seems like the audience really loved this. Okay, alright. That was something, definitely. Well, Croatia definitely made some interesting choice this year. This performance definitely says a lot about the band and about the way they create art. The only problem here that I have is I don't like the song. I don't mind the performance, I don't mind the costumes, I don't mind how bizarre this is. I just don't think that this performance has a base to cover everything else. When I'm talking about the bass, I'm talking about the song. I think that this song is bad. It's very weird. I cannot remember the exact melodic line this song has. The only thing I remember is Mama rodila morona. That's the only thing I can recall from the song, even though I understand every single word from the song. I don't need a translator. I understand the concept. I understand everything about it. I just don't like it so much. Maybe some of you are going to hate me, especially the fans. The fans are gonna be like, you don't understand this. You cannot get the grasp of how unique and fantastic they are as performance. I understand that. I just think that this song is bad. Also, people told me that they have this attitude of not caring, you know? They do not care if they're gonna win in Dora, they do not care if they're gonna go to Eurovision. I mean, then why bother if you don't care? You don't care, but you apply. You don't care, but you're going to Liverpool. You don't care for the promotion, but you're still doing a lot to get the attention and the promotion. It's a little bit contradictory, and I honestly do not buy that story. I think that this performance is very thoroughly thought of, every single aspect of it. They really practiced it a lot. It's impeccable for what it is. Another thing I really don't like when the music gets too much into the politics, especially when it's done in such an obvious way. Some people are going to say, but you really like the song from Czech Republic, even though it has a politic theme underneath. Yes, but that song is kind of a metaphor. It's not in your face. And that song is more like a support to the country. This song is a direct insult to specific politicians. I don't mind anything they said, and I don't mind the mockery of it all. I just don't think that Eurovision stage is the place to do it. Support? Okay, but direct insult is something I don't agree with. Being the one who insults doesn't make you any better from the person that you're insulting. We need to be better than that. Also, using this theme and especially using the insults can be easily perceived as a way to just get the votes. And if this is actually the case, that's another thing that I don't like and that I consider a little bit pathetic. Maybe that is not the case at all, but that's how I perceive this just from watching it once. You are, of course, entitled to have your own opinion about this and about my opinion as well, and you can hate me in the comments down below, but on this channel, I'm gonna give you pure honesty about what I think about the performance, and if you don't like it, you can easily choose from numerous channels that hype every single performance and song there is just for the views and likes. When we talk about this performance, regardless of the theme, I think it's very good, it's very catchy, it's something that grabs your attention immediately, and I really love the way they are dressed, the way they behave, and the visuals they have, and especially the camera angles. I do think this can look even better on Eurovision stage, and maybe they're even gonna get the real tractor out there, who knows? Also, the vocalist has a really great voice, very mature, and to be quite honest, I am intrigued and interested to find out more about this band. I do want to applaud the Croatian public for choosing this, however, even though I don't like it as much, because for the first time they really went for something completely different and unique. In the past 2 years, they really chose some mediocre songs, if not even the less of mediocre, and that didn't pay off. So this whole getting out of their comfort zones deserves every recognition. I think this performance can go both ways. People are gonna either really hate it very much or they're gonna love it very much. There is not going to be anyone who's gonna be left in the middle and without any opinion, which is a good thing, I think. So my prediction is that this can go to the finals, and if it goes to the finals, it's gonna go amongst top 50. But honestly, there is a higher percentage that this will not qualify at all. Drum rolls, please. So my final rating of Left 3 and Mama Sh is going to be 3. I simply think that the song is bad. I didn't go for 1 because this performance is really something else. There is a lot of creativity, there is a lot of innovation, especially for Croatia, but anything can happen. Maybe I'm gonna start liking this song if I start listening to it too much, or if I see it too much online, and especially if Maps of Pablo, you can check out his channel, he has a reaction too, starts playing it all the time for me. In that case, yes, sometimes I don't like the songs, but for some reasons they get into my ears and I start liking them. So maybe this is going to happen with this one as well. Good luck, Croatia. I'm applauding you for choosing something different, and I cannot wait to see what you're gonna do with this in May. Thank you so much for watching me today. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future Eurovision content. And please tell me, what do you think about this song and the performance, and what are your expectations from it in May? Tell me everything. I'm gonna be reading every single of your comments. Thank you one more time for watching, and see you in the next video. Ciao!